Hey everybody, it's Mage Captain Gilshanks, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X, the No Good Challenge. The cutscene actually beat me to the point where I couldn't even finish my intro first.
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
Oh shit, she wants us nearby, wink wink.
What do you mean?
It's just that...
Oh, come on, Titus, you know what she means. Don't play innocent.
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
Yeah, I'm actually with Big Boobs McGee here, just for the fact that, you know, I want to get on with the game. I don't want to spend too much time just watching this silly cutscene.
Be sorry about.
Titus, you can just take your confused self and just shut on up, because we are going to get going now.
My apologies.
Yes, you should be very sorry, Yuna. Yes, let's have the camera focus on Kamari's torso. Okay, it's all fine and good. Now that we're done with that, I actually do want to make a cut, but first things first. We are first going to go... and we're going to be interrupted by a battle. And actually, this is something I want to show. So I'm not going to skip this just yet, because this actually is explaining another battle mechanic. Because now we actually have Kamari on our team. He can finally battle with us. I don't know why he couldn't do that before, but it's all fun and good.
Why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Actually, no, I'm going to skip all this because I'll just explain it myself. Kamari has an ability called Lancet. Now, normally, all it basically does is it kind of steals some of the opponent's HP and MP. But when Kamari in particular uses it, even though, for all intents and purposes, for this run, he's the only one who's ever going to be able to use it. So when he uses it, from certain enemies, he can actually learn a technique from them. So as you can see, bam, he learns Seed Cannon. So now his overdrive is not only that move Jump, which he used against us at one point, but it's also Seed Cannon. Now, I'm actually going to, I'm going to cut the video here, because I want to get Titus, Yuna, and Pidgeot to their overdrives before we go any further. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, and we're back. So now we're going to keep going this way, because I noticed that if you go straight, it actually leads to an optional boss battle that we are unable to fight right now. Although, I guess technically we can, but we're probably going to get our asses handed to us, because even if we've actually been, you know, using the Sphere Grid, it's still a pretty tough boss battle, and it's going to be made a lot easier when we sort of come back, so we're going to fight him then, because we do get some nice stuff for actually beating him, even though it's completely optional anyway. So for the time being, I'm going to get the hell out of this battle now, because I don't need to show this. Okay, if we make our way forward, you will notice that we have some more trees to our left and to our right. We have some more trees. Holy shit! Okay, so as a spoil for that battle, because I actually didn't end up getting an overkill on it, we were given a light ring for Yuna. I'm not sure if we're going to equip this, because it's not really all that useful, but basically any kind of a light armor will make it so that they can't, that party member anyway, can't receive blindness on them. So I'm just going to sort of take the offbeat path here, just for the sake of grabbing chests and all that kind of stuff. Lux Spheres are actually going to come in handy. Now, normally there's something that's actually used for the Sphere Grid, but in this case, that's not going to be the case. But we can use them for something else, we're just not going to realize what it is for a while. Hey, with these friggin' battles, though, man. You're pissing me off, man. Okay, I got cut off there, because I didn't realize what those guys were saying, but I thought it was going to trigger another friggin' cutscene, which isn't supposed to happen. That's why I was a little concerned about that. Now, although these random encounters are kind of a pain in the ass, the one good thing about them is that we do want our Aeons to level up, even though we're not actually using the Sphere Grid for the, you know, the main party members. And by having the Aeons level up, that's actually what's going to enable us to get through some of these early parts of the game before we, you know, unlock another party member who's going to be a vital, like a key player. But before we actually get that character, the Aeons are going to play a crucial role. So it's good to encounter as many battles as possible, because you actually don't have to win them. You just have to have so many encounters. And I believe for every 30 of them, the Aeons will actually level up. So that's always a good thing to have. And you'll be able to pay attention to it, because you'll notice that Valifor's HP will, you know, change. It always starts off at 725, and then I think from there it's going to go to like 793 or something along those lines, and then that's how you'll know that the Aeons actually leveled up. All their stats are going to increase accordingly, but, you know, it's always a good thing for that to happen. So I'm actually going to not save, because we haven't done anything all that important yet. I don't really care much about that light ring. In fact, I'm not even going to equip it, because we don't really need Yuna to ever actually do physical damage anyway, so, you know, having her be blind, so to speak, is not really that big of a deal, at least in the context of the battle. But it looks like we have another tentacle monster to fight here, because, you know, it's Japan. So, you know, you can't even be surprised by these kinds of things anymore. Now, the interesting thing about this battle is the fact that they're going to encourage you to actually go after the other two side tentacles here. You do not need to do this. In fact, all you need to do is Grand Summon Pidgeot, and this is the reason why you want to have Yuna's Overdrive full as well as Pidgeot's. And 2 of these shots should do the trick. If not, that's why you also want to have Titus at his Overdrive to sort of finish off the job. Now, it really depends here, seeing as how Pidgeot still has 725 HP. And because of that, he hasn't leveled up at all yet, and that's the reason why he might not finish the job with these 2 Overdrives. So let's just see what we can do for now. We're going to use Energy Blast, which is always a fun thing. And this is another reason why you want to have Energy Blast instead of Energy Ray, because you certainly wouldn't do the job if you were only using 2 Energy Rays instead of the Blast. So let's see how much this bastard does right now. Nice. Because it actually shot all of them, it went after the tentacle monster anyway. Now, the way this enemy works is that normally physical damage does not do all that much while it's in its shell, but of course, once it comes out and reveals even more tentacles, that's when it's going to be even more vulnerable. So, we're going to be immune to poison, which is always an awesome thing. That's why we love our Aeons. We're going to try to survive this water attack. Okay, cool. I actually thought it would do a lot more damage than that. I was actually a little worried for a sec. Friggin' tentacle monster attack. I'm no comment at this point. Now let's just use Energy Blast one more time and let's see if this does the job, because offhand I don't really know what its HP is. I believe it's about 3,000, though I'm not 100% sure about that, so if it keeps doing 1,400, then we're gonna need a little bit more help from Titus in order to get the job done. Even though I guess a regular attack would probably even do in that case. Ah, damn it, I didn't get the overkill. Because now even if Titus finishes him off, we're not gonna get the overkill because actually then again we might, because we're using Titus's Overdrive, so I'm not really sure yet. But it's always better to try to get an overkill on especially boss battles, because that's how you'll get the better items for that. And some of these items can actually be really, you know, come in handy. I don't think you have to get an overkill on any particular boss in order to do this challenge, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier if you do. So I'm gonna switch out Waka here because I don't even know why I have him in the friggin' party. We're gonna get Titus in there, and we're gonna use Spiral Cut one more time. So I believe this is the 4th time. Yeah! I'm not even sure if I got in the first try that time, but yeah, anyway. What? This guy did... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he still wasn't dead yet. Friggin', it was like a delayed death right there. But yeah, I guess we didn't get the overkill after all, boo-hoo. Probably should have started off... You know what? Actually, word of advice, start off with... If you have the same kind of stats that I do, in other words, for the Aeon at least, and you're doing this challenge, start off with Titus's Overdrive, and then summon Valifer, or Pidgeot, or whatever you want to call it, because then you're more likely to get the overkill. Alright, so that was a very difficult battle right there. It took, what, about 3 turns in order to finish that guy off?
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
That was another Sin spawn, by the way. I probably already flashed it on screen, so it's not that big of a deal, but... Yeah, I mean, because Sin was here recently, it left behind one of its Sin spawns right in front of the temple, of all places, that sneaky bastard.
Fiends, they fall from Sin's body.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a Guardian.
Hell yeah, I think we do it. I think we did it. I don't even know what that was. Notice how we have like 8 sphere levels now for Titus. That's something that in a normal playthrough you'd never have 8 sphere levels, because you'd always spend it before you got to that point and actually upgrade your stats. But for the time being, we're not going to do that. Actually, we're not going to do that at all, not just for the time being. So, we're going to see our sphere levels get to be really high up. And at the end of the game, just for fun, I might actually get to a point where, you know, we just sort of show off, you know, how far we would have gotten by just temporarily, you know, filling in those gaps, so to speak, on the sphere grid.
I've been thinking, maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chapu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chapu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
I could never be what Chapu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chapu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Yeah, you're going to find out a little bit more history between Lulu, Chapu, and Waka. Although it's actually pretty much optional. It's not really part of the main story at all. You kind of have to go out of your way in order to find out that little bit of extra information, but we are going to do that. And so, having taken care of that boss battle, welcome to Kilika Temple. Now that we're here, we're going to go through another Cloister of Trials, and we're going to be given another Aeon for it, so I'm going to have to come up with a Pokemon name in order to actually satisfy that. A Pokemon name. I don't know why I said it like that. But we're going to handle that in the next video. So, I guess not. I guess we have to do another cutscene first. Shouldn't have taken that extra step forward. Look at these guys. Looks like they're dressed up in some kind of uniform. I wonder if they're blitzball players.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals!
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jecht. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Very interesting subtext there. Anyway, now I'm going to actually do my outro before I get interrupted by another cutscene that just sort of surprises me like that. Thank you guys for watching. In the next part of Let's Play Final Fantasy X, we're going to go into the temple, and we're going to go through another Cloister of Trials, and we're going to get another Pokemon as a result. So, see you guys next time!